Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Never did get to start the energy reads per week, but I really am, wanting to do those and focusing on them. It's just been like, I don't know about you, but this year of the snake is not done with us yet. And so it's been a little bit chaotic heading into this new year. For us, we've had illness in the house, and um, Sam has to have surgery, so kind of been figuring that all out and preparing for that. So haven't had a ton of time. I haven't even put my stuff fully back in this room. It's kind of been still a bit of disarray, but this just the way things are going, and we'll just roll with it, right? It's the best we can do. Overall, things are good for me. It's just getting through these little dips and valleys and peaks and highs and lows. Yeah, so I'm kind of coming a little bit blindly into this moon read for tonight, just because not much time to prepare. Anyway, it is a full moon in. Oh, here's Speak of Sam. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Say I'm a very expensive dog. Yeah, I got to have surgery. That's very expensive. Yeah, he'll be all right though. Okay. Anyway, so the full moon, new moon tonight is in Capricorn, and just the quick little rundown that I saw was basically looking at. There's kids outside, and it's totally dark outside. Just looking at like Capricorn's usually like structure and not rules necessarily, sort of, but it's like, so having a plan. So this moon is definitely about intentions, and a plan for what we want to see moving forward. So the typical, I think, beginning of the year things. So I figured we'd just probably go like straight to the cards, see what they had to say, and then hopefully I can start tomorrow with an energy read and get right back into that. So, all right, let's get an overview of the energy right now and this moon and how it's, what we're looking at, and then we'll get more specific with the other cards. But I'm using this Nature's Rhythm Oracle just to give us a broad overview of the energy right now. There was also a massive X flare today, kind of mid-morning, I think, almost afternoon. So I know I didn't feel anything, but I know people did. So all right. Oh yeah, that makes sense with just talking about the X flares and integration. And that's a part of the other reason I haven't been doing a lot of reads and stuff too, is I can feel there's like stuff is shifting and changing, and yeah, I mean, the physical body, that part sucks because it's been like aches and pains and fatigue and all of that. So we got the light body card, number 8. So that's not a surprise. So this moon and this energy right now it's been like, if I had to describe to someone what's going on, it'd be like, oh yeah, we're in the middle of getting massive upgrades internally, DNA, strands, all of that. So I now activate my light body to emulate a beacon of unconditional love onto myself and others. Oh, unconditional love. We need to definitely be practicing that a lot more. There's a tremendous amount of light bathing our planet at the moment. Your physical body transforms to receive and hold this light, unleashing your human potential. When your light body is activated, miracles become a reality. The daily practice of shining brightly from the center of your heart to your auric field is an effective way to raise your vibration. An activated light body leads to higher states of consciousness with fewer attachments and expectations of yourself and others. So, yeah, I mean, like, if I was going to categorize the last few weeks and just even, not so much the busyness, but the just the general overall feeling is that, yeah, we're getting these massive transformation upgrades, and we can kind of feel them, but we don't really, you know, we don't really like have fairly tangible evidence that something's happening within us. But we do know, like I don't know about you, but every day I start to feel a little bit lighter, and I can see things in sort of different ways. It's very gradual. It's not just like leaping off the page at us. But the key is, and it has been from the beginning, um, is raising our vibration. Not anybody else's, not right now. This is the personal journey that we need to be working on, raising our frequency, keeping it clean, keeping it as high vibe as we can. Um, and you can tell, we've been over this 100 times. The outside world is completely a distraction, right? It's a trap. That's what I've been saying. Um, and realistically, what I'm hearing is that, we've bounced back and forth through different timelines over the last, since 2016 or even since 2012. But now the two timelines, there's only going to be two, and they're very much kind of all timelines are merging so that there is only two. There's just going to be one where you pick lower frequency and you stay there. Lower frequency is all the stuff going on out there: politics, war. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say those words, so I better watch out, because I know some people have been getting banned for certain words again. Or, yeah, just silliness. Um, Anyway, it's a trap. You want to stay there. You want to engage in it. That's what I have. I've just stopped engaging in all the outside stuff, right? So it doesn't matter what's happening in my country, in my province, in my with whether it's within politics or all the rest of it, religion, all fighting, all of that. As soon as you dip out, uh, it changes your perspective on things, and it makes this timeline visible. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a experiment, and you know seeing where this goes, because I don't know how it all works and how we um, actively participate in it. I'm along for this ride and journey too, so I'll keep you posted. We'll keep talking about it. But the key that I know for this moment is keep your vibration high and try not to engage in the lower circus. We'll call it the circus because it really is. All right. What do we need to know about this Capricorn new moon tonight? Yeah. What do we need to do? What do we need to see? Wow. See, this is funny. I feel like we got these cards on the full moon too. Okay. First up, hold your vision. Again, this is like the way that we're supposed to be creating this new earth. It's not just magically gonna appear and be already designed. We have to be holding the frequency, and then we develop the new system. So keep manifesting. That's all. If we're doing one thing a day, just be manifesting for the greatest and highest good for 5 minutes. If that's all you've got, and just want better. You know, if you do get sucked in and engaged in the outside world, it's definitely, that's not what we want. That's not the way we're supposed to be living. So take a moment to manifest and course correct that energy, and just say, you know, we need a better system, whatever that is, for our better and highest good. And then with gratitude, say thank you and move along in our day. But keep visioning. Have faith in your dreams. It's like we had, I actually got to really, my lesson this week was that I just don't trust this process. I trust the universe, or I'm just like, you have to trust the universe that it's all working out for the highest good, and have faith in those dreams. Um, you're very close to achieving your goal. So, I mean, we already know this is happening. And it's just saying it's close. Like, again, don't give up. Um, and just do your best to keep on track and uh, keep your frequency high. We also got your commitment is being tested. This is what I feel like. This is the piece for me that's been really difficult, is that trust piece, right? I'm just there's just part of me that's just like not trusting the plan, not trusting the universe, um, and being kind of skeptical every day. And I think that's also terrible because that's a really low mindset. So that's been my goal to be working on. So I don't know if the same thing's been happening to you. I think what I would encourage everybody to just do is just do your best to find the better vibration activities, people. Again, nature is always our easiest and best way to get out there. Um, yeah, I just find we, we just have to be in constant check of our energy every day, because it's being tested, and not by, you know, actually, I think it's being tested by the others, the lower energy, just to see if it can break us, right? So I know. I mean, it's been a struggle up till this point. So, I mean, we just have to find that for me, all I want to do is just find that quiet spot, in every day where I can just sit in gratitude and peace, and then manifest more of that every day. That's my goal for 2026. Oops, that one came shooting out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Again, just kind of seeing what this is all about. Yeah, okay. It's so funny because, okay, this one comes up first, the Horse King. Assistance and control. So I'm going to go with the assistance on this one, because what I learned last week when I found out that Sam had to have surgery, and I knew it was going to be lots of money that I had some of, but not all of. So I just, I asked for help. And that was really difficult for me to do. But I did. I just, I was like, I need people to come forward and help me with this. So, and and people stepped up. Of course they did. Right? It's the cutest dog in the world. You have to help him. All right. We also got, and also what I just want to say about that too, about that assistance card is, what it's really keying off in my head is that we already have our people that, in this process of, our tribe, our closest, um, like-minded souls. Make sure you're in connection with them this week and through this moon, and that that we're checking in on each other, and that we're helping each other raise each other's frequency. And so if you like, you might have a really good idea of how to do that. And so if one of your friends or family or whoever is part of that inner circle for you is struggling, share your ideas, offer assistance, and vice versa. If you're struggling, ask for assistance, especially when it comes to the frequency part. Like, it's strength in numbers right now, and we definitely, we can do this. All right. Well, so there's something, I feel these two cards indicate something big is coming out of this moon and this week, the energy wise. So we got the Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. I think as we head in further and further into 2026, like we've always talked about different events happening. I don't, again, subscribe to that maybe there's one big event. It's possible, but I think we're just gonna see. We've been seeing one or two at a time, and now I think this year is just like when we hit that year of the horse, it's full steam ahead. And we're just going to see more and more big, dramatic paradigm shifts. So just be ready for that. That's another reason to have your energy and your vibration in a good space, because then you'll easily weather massive energy shifts, right? In fact, like today with that X Flare, I was like, oh, I think this like more upgrades and stuff is happening. We also got the Spirit Whisper, divine guidance and higher knowing. Again, so it goes back to that first card of us manifesting and holding the vision, but it's also about, you know, doing the work, connecting with our guides, just tapping into our already, the thing that's already there, which is our higher knowing, tapping into the universe, asking for help from the universe. Like sometimes it's probably just as simple as like, for me, the weird couple things over the last week is, what are we, like, what am I supposed to be doing in this process? Like, I can meditate, I can do all the things that I normally do, and sometimes they're not working like the same as they were. So it's, you know, I so not just asking for help from our like-minded friends within our circle or family or whatever it is, but asking the divine and source and our guides, and, you know, just spending more time connecting. That's what I would say. All right, what should we be doing for this moon? Yeah, I know, I came into this blind, so I feel like it's less important about the moon and the sign right now. It's really just about the energy all around it. So, ooh, that one. Did you see that? Yeah. Okay, interesting. I'm going to read this one first. So, this one is like, that goes right back to like, ooh, what this moon is all about. So, yeah, like I said, there was, with it being in Capricorn, it was like a little bit of like a, it's like a to-do list, right? So this says reflect on your priorities. So yeah, there's some work to be done around this moon. If we're doing anything, it should be us, um, you know, really tapping, and the other cards have said the same thing, tapping into our intentions, manifestation. This is the last quarter moon in Aquarius. Aquarius, right? That is all the new earth thinking. So, yeah, I think it's just time for us to kind of sit down and, if you don't do vision boards or whatever, but just even writing out the things that we, you know, the things we need to change, the systems that we need new systems for, which is pretty much all of it. But if you could just focus on like maybe one thing a day, right? And especially too when it comes down, like when you do like, whether I'm going to say turn on the news, but like, or see something from the outside, and it strikes a chord in you, and it's like, you know, it's upsetting. It's like, that's the time to kind of put the work in of like, okay, hey, this needs to change. We cannot keep living like this. This is the kind of energy we need to have instead, right? This is just like a 5-minute free flow thought process, whether you write it down or just speak it out loud, but really putting the energy towards having it shift and become new. That's what I think. So, yeah, I think this is reflecting on our future priorities and what we need to see moving forward. So, be open to change. Again, another Aquarius card. Yeah, okay, so this Aquarian energy is really pushing in right now. We have the ability to tap into this, is what I'm being told. So like, it's so crazy to say this, but it's like, we've never done this before, so you can just like sit down, and your intention can totally be like, show me the new energy and how do we work with it. Like, that's a really good start. So I'm going to start maybe making that my meditation for this week. And then the last card is trust all will be well. And it will be, right? Again, trust. There's that word. I'm having such a struggle with that. just because it's like, I feel like, and here's the other thing that I'll just need to mention, because usually if it's happening to me, then it's happening to other people, and then we don't feel so alone or freaked out by things. But I'm having a really hard time connecting with any of my guides, with even with source or divine. Like, it's not that it's not there, it's just that I don't know the best way to describe it. It's just, it's it's not fully tangible right now. It's almost like, we've called in to the to the helps universal help center, and they're like, oof, we're like really busy right now. uh can you know how to do this on your own, so could you just get to taking care of yourself and we'll be with you like in a little bit, right? Or you're like your 45th call in line, you know, your 444,000 call in line. Yeah. So, um, and in a way that it is that it's like they're kind of, I feel like not that they're stepping back and they're not helping, because they totally are, and they're there if you really like need them. But I feel like they're just like, they're waiting. They're just, I feel like they're waiting for us to like to realize that we're like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, right? That we've had the power all along, and we just need to like turn it on, but we're just not quite there yet. So that's what I feel. So even though they're trying to, it's like they're trying to. I feel I'm getting the image of like the mother bird pushing the birds out of the nest, be like, fly, go, come on, enough. So I get that feeling. It's probably what they're doing. But anyway, it doesn't mean you can't connect with them and just say, okay. I really feel like it's really important that we're manifesting New Earth, and like, so that like we're spending active time every day working on an element of it. Whether that's, like, we could just pick an element a day or a week even, like healthcare. Let's start there. Education. Yeah, all the broken systems, right? All the broken systems. Ooh, those are all stuck together. Let's see. Okay, what? Okay, so, well, first up we got release blocks. So I feel like, in a way, it's kind of funny, because I do feel like in this past couple weeks, yes, certain things, a lot of past stuff has been coming up for people. Um, and even to those points where you're like, God, I thought I worked on this already. And like, why is it coming back up? So, just making sure that, we're really also taking a look at anything that's holding us back, right? My block right now, like I just said, is that inability to trust this process right now. Um, I'm confused by it. So that's definitely like something I need to work on. I don't know if it'll be an easy release, probably not. It usually isn't, those kind of things. Um, yeah, we'll be doing this together. We also got the self-regulation card. This one for me is always like, again, this really is coming down to like doing a self-check about where we're at, what we want moving forward, and actually like doing some work, right? I mean, the last few weeks too, with the busyness in my life, I've just been paying all this stuff lip service. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll get to that, but I haven't truly been taking that 5 minutes. So I feel like maybe this week, if we can just carve out that 5 minutes of, and sometimes, I saw this on Lee Harris the other day, and I was like, that's like just as good. So he says sometimes he'll do that 5 minutes, but it doesn't need to be prayer or meditation. He even just gets a lot by being in silence for just 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever you want to do. Because it's like we need, like, everything is tuned so high out there that it's like it's distorting and it's distraction. And so we do need to go within and just calm our nervous system. So make sure you're checking up on yourself. Again, I always like, this is the Taurus bowl. right? So it's everything on earth, grounded, happening to us. But the only way we can integrate this light is if we're in a good space in our bodies, uh, grounded, um, and strong on the earth, right? And then the energy can come in. And then this one always cracks me up, but it's just like, again, with the rainbows, right? So we're ready to, the light's coming in. We just have to be ready for it. We got the mystery card, the dark side of the moon. So it's, again, this is making me laugh because I'm just like, duh, like they're doing it again. Like it triggers me, like, because it's like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I need to know. But there's something about the mystery of it. Look at that card, the pyramids under the pyramids. Haha. Anyway, but here's the nice thing. Look at this. This is us, just in the middle of it all, calmly looking up, in awe, in grace, in peace. Yeah, basically, just let's keep our wits about us, and just, it's a lot of the, any process of trusting, allowing, any of those things. It's like we have to go with the flow. We have, and sometimes, and the flow just, there's ebb and flow, right? Sometimes there's going to be a pullback, and if, or it feels like a setback or a little bit of a drawback, or we dip into like low energy for a week or two, and then we're like, ooh, that wasn't fun, I don't like that. So yeah, it is all, I'm gonna say overall though, it's all about, every single thing is about managing our energy and our frequency right now. Like there's just no, those are the two biggest priorities. So do make sure you're checking in with yourself, and do make sure you're honoring the things you need to do to keep that frequency high. Yep, I know it's not the easiest process. And if you're like me and you're like, I want to know what the answers are. Whoa, okay, I've never had those kind of collided and flipped. That was really neat. 1, 2, let's do one more of this golden future. Ooh, okay. Okay, well, first up, easy peasy, nature. Yeah, honestly, there is no better frequency reset than that. So, um, yeah, again, 5 minutes. Even if you're just on a park bench, or even if you're in the middle of the city and you sit on a bench, it's like there's still so much going on all the time, right? There's birds, there's other animals sometimes come into our awareness. So, yeah, and even just like last week on, I totally didn't have anything booked in for work, and basically took it off and played hooky and went to a sound bath, but went and walked in the, you know, out in nature for half an hour. And even though it was, it was just, we didn't see lots of crows. That was an interesting day for crows. So tune into the natural world. I just love it. Just sit and observe, and even if it's in your backyard, like, or front step, it's, if you wait long enough, you usually notice something of nature. And it doesn't have to be animals, it could be clouds, it could be the way the sun is crazy lately in how intense and bright it is. Oh, maybe I'll read this one next, because maybe you just go like dragon watching. Dragons, send dragons to heal the world. Well, that's a good 5-minute meditation every day. Just bringing the dragons, and they're already here doing that. They have been for quite some time. So, but that's also, go outside and sit and watch the clouds, and you'll be surprised how many of these you'll see. Yeah, they're, and again, they're not like the full form dragons that we see in the movies and stuff. They are very energy based, but when you truly see one, you'll know you've seen it. It's like there's no mistaking it. So, all right. And lastly, we got the illumined masters. Be the spreader of love. So, yeah, just keep on mission. That's all I can say. Keep on mission. Keep spreading love. Keep raising your frequency. Continue to help others by just being there or sharing stories. But overall, make sure we're doing the work of raising that frequency for us. And then when we raise ours, everyone else comes along, right? That's how we help. So can't force someone to raise frequency or pick the right timeline, but you can definitely encourage, right? And be the change you wish to see, right? Be the change. Open the doors so that people they see you and they can approach you and they're like, okay, let's do this. I also got this deck. I'm thinking of I'm going to do one card right now to finish this moon read off. It's abundance attracting. And I think abundance attracting is important because it's definitely part of manifesting. So I'm going to read one here, and then just depending on how things go, I might just even pop on here for 5 minutes a day. I'll just go live because it's so much easier than taking the video and editing it and all that, or transferring it over. So, and we'll just pick one card a day. So if you need help doing all this stuff, let me help you. I can help you. There we go. All right, what's our abundance card for today? Ha ha ha. Everything we just said, just firm it up. Can't make this up. Visualize. If you want to lose weight, hold a mental image of yourself at your desired weight. Don't think about the pounds you want to shift. Instead, think of yourself as already being your perfect shape. Okay, well, that's a very specific example, but that's the gist of it, right? So, manifesting 101. We have to hold the mental image of that it's already happened. So don't think about it's that whole process of not thinking about the how, the when, or the why. It's just simply manifesting and visualizing that it's already happened, that it's already perfect. So that's our manifestation card for the week. So we're going to leave this there, and I think I will kind of try to do those lives every day, and we'll just draw one manifestation card. That could be a good 5-minute practice if you just want to join me. Let's try it. Let's do it this week. I'll still try an energy read for the week tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to try that. It only takes me 5 minutes to come on live. It can be my 5 minutes of study and or of manifestation work. And if you want to join me, that would be great. And again, you don't have to join me live, but you could always tune in every day to see what our manifestation card is. All right. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your energy. Get some rest. Get out in nature and just go with the flow. It's going to ebb, but it's also going to flow. So, okay, we'll talk to you soon.